The old house creaked around me, a symphony of groans and whispers that usually lulled me to sleep. Tonight, however, the sounds seemed to press in, thick with an unfamiliar dread. It had been 3 weeks since we moved in, and the unsettling feeling had only grown. It started subtly. Objects misplaced, doors ajar that I distinctly remembered closing. Then came the whispers, faint, like wind chimes on a distant breeze, but I heard them when there was no breeze. They were just out of earshot, a murmur of voices that would dissipate the moment I tried to focus. I dismissed them as the quirks of an old house, the settling of timbers, my own tired mind playing tricks. But then there was the toy. Lily had a small, worn teddy bear, a gift from her grandmother. One evening, I found it on the top shelf of the bookshelf in the living room, a place Lily, or even I, couldn't possibly reach. I chalked it up to a forgotten placement, my husband perhaps, though he swore he hadn't touched it. The next day, it was on the kitchen counter, perched precariously on the edge. The true terror began a week ago. Lily was fussy, her cries unusually distressed. I went to comfort her, and as I picked her up, I saw it. On the wall above her crib, a faint, dark smudge. It looked like a child's handprint, small and grimy. My blood ran cold. We had just painted this room, the walls pristine white. There had been no visitors, no smudges. I scrubbed at it, but the mark wouldn't budge. It was as if it was seared into the plaster. That night, I slept poorly. The whispers were louder, more insistent. I dreamt of a small child, pale and with hollow eyes, reaching for me. I woke in a cold sweat, the air in the room thick and suffocating. Lily was crying again, a heart-wrenching sound. I rushed to her, and my breath hitched. The handprint was back. And this time, it wasn't just a smudge. It was clearer, more defined, and there was another, smaller one beside it. Lily's tiny fingers were reaching out, her body writhing in her sleep. But her hands were clean, pristine. These weren't hers. My husband, a man of logic and reason, tried to soothe me. He checked for drafts, for signs of decay, for anything that could explain the inexplicable. He found nothing. Yet, the feeling of being watched, of a presence sharing our home, grew stronger. Yesterday, as I fed Lily her bottle, the rocking chair in the corner of her room began to sway. Slowly at first, then with increasing momentum, as if an invisible occupant was settling in. I froze, my heart hammering against my ribs. Lily, oblivious, cooed at me. The chair creaked and groaned, a mournful lament. I knew then, with a certainty that chilled me to the bone, that something ancient and unhappy resided here. Something that had taken an interest in my daughter. And as the rocking chair continued its phantom ballet, I looked at Lily, her innocent gaze meeting mine, and a primal fear, unlike anything I had ever known, seized me. This wasn't just an old house. It was a hungry house, and it was looking at my daughter. Do you believe old houses keep secrets? I'm Aqeela, and this is the Aqeela Files. If you ever feel a chill you can't explain, remember this story. They're always watching, always hungry,